and Zach Cooper carry you through the action. We've got 13 big fights, both MMA and Muay Thai, coming your way tonight. And we kick it off here with amateur mixed martial arts action. Zach, how you feeling about this evening?
This evening is going to be very, very interesting. We have tons of interesting fights. SPG heavy card. Only one American Top Team Team Lima fighter this card, which is interesting. So, got a super action-packed card. We got Josh Kozer headlining, as usual here at Tannery, his backyard. And then we got the co-main event with James A.G. versus Daryl Woodall, the Battle of Athens for the 135-pound NFC Championship. And here is Mr. Lindo entering the cage for his second bout.
And his opponent stepping into the red corner. This 30-year-old is making his NFC debut. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 168.8 pounds. Fighting out of Athens, Georgia, representing SBG Athens, Gage Gillespie.
And here comes Gage Gillespie, a man I know very well. He was actually a groomsman in my wedding. I've known him for over a decade. He's been training for over a decade. However, this is his first bout. Gage is still a blue belt. However, his skills are a little bit more than that. This is his first fight. Like I said, he has battled cancer for the past about 10 years. One of the toughest guys that I know. One of the most positive guys that I know. I'm very interested to watch him fight. Looking svelte is Gage as Rory rubs the Vaseline on.
I can hear you on here. That took all of 0 seconds. Mic number. I heard it earlier in the test. Now I don't hear it. You can't hear me either.
Gage with the funky walkout music.
Mic number 1. There we go. A little technical difficulties, but now we got sound and pound. The full sound and the pound.
Hey.
3 3-minute rounds in NFC welterweight division between Javon Lindo and Gage Gillespie starts now.
Here we go, round 1. This is regular amateur rules, so once this fight hits the floor, if it does, no strikes to the head of a grounded opponent. Here we go, measured pace. Mr. Lindo lands a good right hand off the rip and a nice inside kick. Very measured pace by both guys here. Gage with a nice body kick, both guys at the same time. What are you looking for here, Jim, with the open stances?
Well, when you get a couple of, we'll call them newbies since Lindo's got one, but when you get a couple of new guys, what they should be looking for is that straight cross or kick. Those inside kicks are working for them. But a lot of unpredictability here when you've got one fight total experience.
Yeah, the nerves are going to get to you regardless of how long you've been training, being in here. Just got to throw volume. Just got to be like you are in the gym. You just have your shirts off. So Gage a little measured, not throwing too much volume here. He's kind of trying to get a read. But Lindo is doing a good job throwing a lot at Gage, staying active.
One of the signature
big
tells
right hand right by Lindo.
from the SPG Athens guys. They always come out with such a good tight base. Even their 0-0 amateurs always have the hands up, chin down.
They do. That's one thing that the Singer brothers stress heavily. They give you a lot of freedom in how you train, but obviously they want to make sure that you're astute with your defense. Good pace here. Like a lot of amateurs, you'll see a very, very frantic pace, but these guys are very measured. Good shot here by Gage as he hits a knee to toe double. He keeps driving to the cage. That cage door may be a little loose. They got to watch that. So Gage here on top. Lindo may be trying to hunt guillotine. Doesn't fully have it yet. Gage is safe at the moment. He's got to fight the hands. He can't let Lindo get that grip and get out to the side. There he goes, good. Collecting those legs, seemingly out of danger. He's got to pull Lindo off the cage here, maybe get a wrist ride. Good for Gage, good position. Now no punches, like I said, to the head, so it's going to be largely jiu-jitsu with some body shots. Beautiful way to pull him off the cage there, taking his time. He's got full mount now. Usually very, very dominant spot to have, but it's a little bit harder. Here with no strike to the head, as I said before. But securing the dominant position by Mr. Gillespie. Good heavy hips on top. Oh, he's pulling him into guard with 10 seconds remaining. Maybe he knew the time was up, but good round by both guys. Lindo seemingly landing more of the heavier shots. Gage securing the takedown at the end.
Tannery Row Ale House in downtown Beaufort, Georgia. 13 action-packed bouts coming your way. Getting off to a hot start here with Lindo and Gillespie. We'll have 10 MMA bouts, 3 Muay Thai bouts, 3 title fights, and a big professional MMA bout as Austin Coleman takes the trip to Atlanta, Georgia to fight Beaufort's own Josh Kozer. All coming your way here at NFC 169.
Yeah, I talked briefly about the main event, but we got one pro fight tonight. Austin Coleman's no stranger to the NFC cage, has been down here a couple of times. And, of course, Josh Kozer, veteran of the NFC. This is his house. Tannery looking to defend it, coming off of a loss. So looking forward to that bout very much, but here we go, starting round 2.
I think it's almost like a bylaw in Beaufort that Josh Kozer has to fight on every card we have here.
A little check hook there by Gage, looking to catch him. Big shot by Lindo, throws his Gage, throws a kick. He's having a lot of success with those inside leg kicks. Granted, the shin guards make it a little bit less damaging, but they're still taking a toll on Gage.
And because of that open stance, it's not your typical inside leg kick. You're getting every bit of it.
Big leather. Gage gets hit to the forehead, seemingly rocked just a little bit, but he is no stranger to wars. Gets kicked in the nuts a little bit, maybe, but he toughs it out.
What you're seeing here is you got one guy who's coming in to fight. You see Lindo, he's the aggressor. Gage's a little tentative. He's clearly waiting for that right moment where he can shoot in.
He's got to either get that takedown a little bit earlier in the round or start piecing together combinations. I know he's got those combinations available to him. I've sparred with him plenty. He's good at doing it. Maybe he's just a little bit too relaxed right now, but if he starts throwing punches and bunches here, he takes a right hand down the middle. Beautiful double leg by Gage to see if he can cut the corner. Lindo doing a great job sprawling. And back up. Gage got a little cut over his eyes. Got to move his head maybe just a little bit.
You got to think you got some of those first night jitters there, Zach. You can see the big breathing coming out of Gillespie here in round 2.
Yeah, and his feet are largely planted, which wouldn't be too much of an issue if he was just moving his head a little bit more. Labored punch, as we just saw there. Lindo's still got some pop behind him there. Spinning back fist. He's got some power. You can hear that leather.
Gillespie's head is right on the center. If Lindo can put one right down the pipe, this could be the end of this fight. He's throwing the big loopy shots. If he sends one straight, it could be a fight ender.
Yeah, Gage's got a good guard defending on some of them, but when Lindo throws it quick, he just gets past that guard. So good knee. Gage hurt there, shoots in. Let's see if he can cut to a single maybe. Lindo doing a good job with his hips, sprawling out here.
It's the last thing you want when you're feeling tired, is to be underneath somebody with a heavy sprawl.
Yeah. Let's see if he can get up without a strike. There we go.
Saw how labored that was standing up as we have about 10 seconds left here in round number 2.
Yeah, if he could just start using that jab a little bit more. Popping in there. Good kick by Lindo. Yeah, the problem with Gage's punches now, he's just throwing it out and holding it. So he's got to throw it. He's got to be a little bit more snappy. I know it's hard when you're tired, but here we go. Let's see. Round 3 seemingly could be 2-0, 1-1. Lindo definitely took that round.
Fans, appreciate you tuning in here at NFCfighting.com. Try to join us in person as we'll be right back here 20 days from today. That's November 15th at the Tannery Row Ale House, NFC 170. You can find tickets right here on that website that we're currently on.
I hear there's some good fights on that card, huh?
You would be correct. Featuring the man to my right, one Zach Cooper.
Oh, yeah. I do. I am fighting. I'm fighting Dalton Goins, who we last saw here in April, defeating Josh Kozer via split decision. Looking to take it back, get that victory back. Should be a good fight. Got plenty of good fights. Devontae Sewell, defending champion. He just won against some schmuck back in July. He did defeat me. He'll be taking on Jason Faglier. High-level fight right there. Looking forward to that. But here we go with tonight, round number 3. Gage Gillespie versus Javon Lindo about to begin.
3 minutes here left in our first bout of the evening. You hear Coach
Big
Rory
shot.
Singer saying, don't wait on him. Want Gage to go first.
Hey, nice, good head kick there, but you got to imagine how much that might take it out given he's tired already. There we go, shot with no setup, but the cage could help him a lot. If he can get this takedown, this could be big here for Gage given how the first takedown went in round 1.
Zach, I'm a little surprised. You're the wrestler, you know better than I. When you've got that open stance, Lindo with kind of a bladed stance, we haven't seen Gillespie
Beautiful.
with a single leg tonight.
Yeah, beautiful finish. I think he's just a little bit more comfortable with the double. If you do get deep enough on that double in the open stance, it can be pretty solid. And he secures it there using the cage. So here we go. Gage on top. Let's see if he can start working to a submission. We got to imagine Lindo's got some good jiu-jitsu. He's got Guy Curry in his corner instructing him. Gage looking to pass the mount. Seemingly getting there relatively easy there. Good stuff. Lindo's kind of holding on, and that's not necessarily a bad play given the amateur rules we've went over.
And when you're most likely up on the scorecards 2-0. Sometimes he might be a bit of a stall.
Yeah, let's see if Gage is going for the smother. I thought he was going for the mother's milk there, getting the smother, but he's got to start trying to isolate an arm to one side, maybe look for a head and arm here. He's keeping good pressure with his hips as Lindo's trying to pop over, but he might have a little bit more success if he pops over to side control given the rule set.
1 minute remaining here. Can Gillespie find a way back into this bout, get a submission victory?
Yeah, let's see if he can make something happen. In round 1, he kind of went for something at the end, but he kind of just pulled him on top. If he can push one of those arms down and get a leg over, he might could pull a triangle out, but Lindo's doing a good job keeping his base low. Gage unable to break it. Yeah, there he goes. He needs to start hunting an arm here and isolating so he can look for a finish. He's got short time. 30 seconds remaining in the fight. He could pop off the side control. Wouldn't be the worst thing here. Or just pop up and throw some strikes to the chest. Do something here. Let's see. Fight is over. Good control for Gage. Might have taken that round given control. Not much happened on the feet there, but good overall fight. Lindo landing some heavy shots. Both guys having their moments. Got to give it up for both guys, especially Gage, going through so much in his life. Finally getting out here in the cage. He's got to be happy. He made it here. Was able to put on a show.
We will go go to the judges' scorecards. Fight number 1 here at NFC 169. Man, we have an action-packed night coming your way. The aforementioned professional main event. Not to mention our co-main event, Daryl Woodall challenging James Gage for the NFC Amateur Featherweight title. Last time we saw James Gage here, quite a moment, a little controversial at our vaunted 420 show. Here we go, turn it over to the judges.
Last time I saw James, he got hit by a car on his motorcycle, but that's almost every time, so.
Unanimously for your winner,
So they're not doing the
Siobhan
timer.
Lindo!
Because the last score, they fucked up the timer and they weren't in sync. He's just not going to run it publicly at all tonight. He's going to easy pump to fix this and just do it. He was like, I'd rather not have another blow up because the corners are all keeping their own time anyway. Siobhan Lindo picking up the W here in our first fight of the night. A unanimous decision. Siobhan Lindo now 1-1 in amateur mixed martial arts actions. Gotta feel good to get that first W. Taking the win back home to Team Octopus under Guy Curry. You see him right there. Head coach. Guy has been here, a legend in the Atlanta area.